gun. Chair was trying to build walls? There, I turned it up for this song. Some of the P music tracks are just really loud, so sometimes I turn the mixer down during them, and then I forget. Chair trying to build walls. Oh my god. I'll have to replace you, Chair. Craster Hale, thank you for the 14 months. Thank you, Craster. Win Magma. Cheese Run, and it's almost prophetic to talk about being able to craft your own ponds. Some corn growing mods are mentioned. How you treat children. Yeah, that's interesting, yeah. So on K-Murph, welcome in as well. More Dwarf Tavern music. Man, that was good, yeah. Really enjoyed that Dwarf Fortress music. I'll be doing at least a stream or two of Dwarf Fortress next week, yeah. Mastel, thank you for the resub. Crazy that this run has made it so far, yeah. We almost died last time I played, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Right. Right. So, what is our goal here for the rest of this stream? So the goal right now is to wait for the vat babies to grow up and to give them masterwork weapons. In the meantime, we are making sure that we have, you know, marine helms on everyone. Mood is actually starting to go down a bit now that we're at the cap for mood. So not only are we at raid cap, but we're at the highest of expectations. So we're going to have to manage that a bit. There's some things I'm going to do for ship launch when we get there that I haven't talked about. That is mood related. So one of the things I would like to do is make it so that we have, thank you, Picard, that we have all of our festivals ready for mood boost, hopefully, and that we're at the reform point so that we can actually have 12 of them. I'm going to stagger those. Like every day we'll do one of them. Yeah, I'm going to try ship launch with no walls. It's going to be nuts. Back to YouTube for some cheese. Thank you, Night Spark. It also counts nuclear weapons and WNDs now. So basically when you reform your ideology with fluid ideology, you can re-choose new rituals. So I'm going to choose rituals to make sure that we have enough to hopefully get us through the entire launch. Hopefully they all go at least with a mood increase. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. How am I going to build a ship with no walls? Well, I mean, the ship itself, obviously, but no, the ship doesn't count as a wall. It's not. The only thing that counts as a wall is a wall, you know? Yeah, protecting the ship without a wall is going to be insane. Yeah, not sure how we're going to do that. Red Zid, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, Red. Not sure how we're going to do it. You feel like the run will just die during the ship launch? Yeah, it might. I'm going to have a lot of things set up. That's why I said I'm going to be over-prepared. I will probably have like 40 or 50 pawns. We're going to have mostly bionics. You know, we're going to have masterwork weapons, marine gear. I'm going to put down a bunch of turrets. Yeah, IEDs, traps. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, crazy. We've made it this far. There's no reason to rush it now, you know. Someone was asking earlier when I'm going to do the ship launch. I don't know. We're going to take our time. A room made out of entirely doors a room? Yes, it does. Yep. Minefield everywhere across the map. Not quite that level, but not quite. Looking forward to seeing it all unfold. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one, man. Real crazy. But yeah, it might take a little while to get there, and later on when these get edited, like a lot of this stuff will be cut out. If you're wondering, like, all right, well, when there's not a lot of stuff going on, of course, you know. And this run, especially with Randy, it's gonna be like that sometimes. Going into mines, surrounding mines with sandbags. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Just like you do with traps, yeah. Of course, you're going to get some collateral damage on whatever you surround it with, but you can do that. So, like, I can put a row of fencing and leave just a hole and put an ID in there if I want, and they will go. I'll choose to go that way so they're not slowed down. All right. For sure. Am I gonna keep another pawn on another base as a backup? I thought about that too. I might. Oh yeah, I won't know the news from the labs probably until next week. I think I'm supposed to know by next Thursday. So I took a bunch of blood, did some other unpleasant things, and I'll know next Thursday how those come back. Fingers crossed, yeah. It's odd. I hope they find something wrong. Like, you know, sick of not knowing sort of thing, but... Can you kill a group with an IED? If it hits the group, but realistically, unless you cheese it, they end up running away from it, and you catch, like, maybe 1 to 3 people. Yeah. Yep. You hope that I'm a vampire? I wish. Spinal Tap? No, they didn't do that. The answer to the health mystery would be amazing. Yeah, it really would. We'll see. We'll see. They cut out some of my hair. No. It was the doctors that gave me this mohawk. All right. Let's get some more of these down. So on Heat 3, welcome in. Someone asked if you can hold up overhead mountain with a column. You can, yep. Doctor gave you mohawk. You question if they were from the room.
He will join us or die.
Chris
Master.
Oliver, thank you for the gift sub to Giordo. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciate also. Much love to Chris. Heard something about roof traps. Is that viable here? Yeah, it can be. So we actually had it happen here. This is how this got here on the last fight. So here's how it could work. So basically, I might do some of these. Basically, you put a column that's easy to destroy like this. And you put it out somewhere and you put as much roof around it as possible. And enemies will use that as cover. And then it gets destroyed and the roof falls on them. So we'll probably use some of that as well. Probably. We might as well, right? So. Does a pillar count as walls? No. A pillar is not a wall. You cannot make a room out of a pillar. You can have a box of pillars and it does not connect. It doesn't make a wall. It's still outdoor. So no, a pillar is not a wall. You can tell it's not because it starts with a P instead of a W. No, it's not a wall. Literally, what a wall is a wall. A wall is a wall. Anything else is not a wall. I've gotten more and more like narrowed down when people ask if something is a wall. Instead of saying, is it? Think about it. Is it actually a wall? Now I'll just say, does it start with a W? What about a wooden pillar? Oh man. Have a few smoke launch pods shooting smoke at your firing squad. Would that help them or not? No. Anyone shooting through smoke, anyone on either side, has their accuracy reduced. So not really. I mean, I guess maybe it could help if your accuracy is so high that like the smoke is a less bad for your people than the enemy, and you're impacting their accuracy more. But yeah, your people standing in smoke have the same accuracy reduction as the enemy shooting into smoke. So, but again, if you have like, you know, great shooters, great guns, bionic eyes, you know, whatever, and you have super high accuracy, and you're getting hit by raiders that don't really have a lot of accuracy, maybe throwing down some smoke would be beneficial overall in a non-kill box setup. What are the pillars made out of walls? It's water wall. Wind turbine wall. Starts with W. Paul Wall.
A new subscriber. Come, steal yourself.
Chris, thank you for 5 more gift subs. Thank you, Chris. Yes, that's why doors are in its own category. No walls, no doors, no rooms. I didn't say nothing that starts with a W. Chris, thank you for 5 gift subs. Thank you, Chris. You only see smoke against mech turrets, really? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Doors are OP. You can actually make walls out of doors, so you can make an entire room out of doors. It's mayonnaise wall. Doors.
Welcome back.
Next time, no objects start with W.
Is greatly appreciated.
And Vegemite, thank you for the 8 months. Thank you, Vegemites. You had to watch one ad. You couldn't do it. You had to resub. Thank you.
You will join us or die, Master.
Neff. Thank you for the sub. 100. 100. Thank you, Neff. 100 even. Much love to Neff. Thank you again, Neff. Neff, has your new routine been keeping, or have you gone back on it a little bit? A dwarf is a wall, and a wall is a door. Door fortress and no dwarfs. Walls are the meta. What about emotional walls? I like Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, you can watch my Dwarf Fortress over on the archive channel if you want. I'll end up playing some more of it later, well, next week. 8 pounds since you started? That's awesome, yeah, congrats, Neff. Congrats. Oh, man. Use IDs. We might use a few, but they're not going to be super great. We can maybe actually get up to Cataphract. Cataphract is so much better than Marine Armor. It's kind of crazy. We need 2 of them. We need to find another one. And it's very expensive. I don't even know if we're going to have enough stuff to sell them to get there. Let's take a look. The answer is no. Answer is no. Yeah, I don't have enough to get it. A little unfortunate. Cataphract is so good. Any interesting Dwarf Fortress stories happen while playing? Not too much yet. We've had some people that were possessed, made excellent stuff, and then we got extorted by a goblin. That's about it. Sell everything. Even sell the children. He3 is summoned to Lydia. All right, Lydia.
My wife brought me a brand new poisoned beverage.
Lydia is a lesbian. Oh no. Hearts broken in the chat. Oh yeah, we had some like shadow demon monster destroyer crawl into the base, and I was like, what the crap is that? And I looked, and he was just going to the inn and watching them play tavern music, and every time he watched someone do a performance, he in his thoughts he would say, I feel nothing. I've watched this performance and I feel nothing, like 40 times. I think that demon's depressed. Turns out, and depressed that you've been on since 2016 cause folks to overeat, snack, not hungry, make poor choices and such. Yeah, it's crazy. Tough audience, yeah. He's just trying to feel. He just kept coming in and saying that he would watch performances. I feel nothing. I feel nothing. Man, I'm sorry. Really, I'm really sorry. Feel nothing. We almost have Masterworks on everyone. That's insane. Well, that's pretty insane. Do you know where it's insane? It's in the membrane. Lydia breaking the fourth wall. All demons are probably depressed. Might be right. Galvarino. Raven insulted Galvarino's brother's personal habits. All right, let's see if we have enough stuff to load up here for some more rep. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh no, it's in the meat. The meat spoiling, the meat spoiling. All right, these as well. How are we doing on beer now? Holy crap. Beer went down fast. Like water. Went to the demon shops at Hot Topic. About the Raider meme, seems really hard to maintain recent conquest mood buff. Cause side spawn so inconsistently. Yeah, it's obviously it's like a role playing, it's like a themed one, right? If you do that, I highly recommend that you set your population to the highest possible on your world generation, and then settle near like a bunch of enemy bases. Go raid it occasionally, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna end up destroying them, right? So yeah, it's a tough one to keep the meter going all the time. I mean, later in, you're gonna have all these sites that you can raid, but yeah, trying to settle where, like here, like look at all these places I could raid here. That helps out a bit. That baby is coming to adults. Oh God, slothful. You know what? Slothful doesn't matter too much if all they're doing is shooting. It does suck though. Cooldown to re-ally tribes after they come soak rockets for you? No, there is not. Not to re-ally them. Here's an interesting thing. You can actually ally an enemy and they will leave the map if they're already on your map. We did that. Was that the previous run? Yeah, it was in the Dwarf run. So we had a big group of the pigs come and set up a siege. And then I sent them drop pods to immediately make them an ally. And they just left. They were just like, oh, okay. And they just turned around and left the map. So that could be a strategy, actually. Like, before we finish here, we could get some transport pods, like, full of stuff to re-ally the pigs and the other Outlanders. And then we could, you know, anger both of those. And then during the ship launch, if we get that raid, then we just ally them immediately and they just leave. Intimidation tactics. Body modder, that one's fine. Jealous doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Let them grow a little bit more. Now I'm gonna add 20 shooting. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Nudist. I don't know about that one. Gourmand nudist. Greedy would suck. Yeah, it would just be a permanent mood hit. Yeah. Oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is an amazing game. Yeah, another one of my favorite modern games. Can you anger them immediately after like a trash dump or something like that? You could, or you could just kill one of their people very easily, or send someone over to like raid and then just immediately leave. Yeah. Call in a traitor, shoot them. There's lots of ways to get them angry again quickly, you know. Yeah, I guess I'll start working on bionics. So we're gonna do make bionic leg. Do until we have X. X is 3. Okay. Copy that. There we go. How do you have so much plasteel? Deep drilling. Deep drilling. Like, look here. That's almost 3,000 plasteel right there. 2,700 plasteel. So I highly recommend trying to get to deep drilling and ground penetrating scanner before you run yourself out on your map of resources, because then it just spawns infinite resources that you just mine with a deep drill. Do they have to become allied? No, you can just get them to neutral. Yeah, just get them to neutral and they'll leave. Almost a full calendar year of plasteel. That's right. That is right. Do harvestable plants create beauty or only flowers? They don't have a beauty on them, no. Not really. You can always click and see, but yeah. Not really. Might make even more scanners. I mean, we have almost infinite resources nearby, but why not have even more? Oh, look at that gold spawn. What? I've never seen a gold spawn that big. They're usually 1 to 2 tiles. That might be 2 scans that just hit each other. That's insane. 1,200 gold right there under that table. That's nuts. 3 tile is really rare. Yeah, I've seen a 3 tile maybe a couple times, but not 4. I'm thinking that must be 2 scans. Yeah, I've never seen 4. Masterwork assault rifle. This weapon bears a representation of robbers playing chess. There's a possum to the right of the main scene. It reminds you of a cataclysm. Oh my god, the world's ending! The possums are playing chess with robbers. Cats sleeping with dogs. Madness.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Madness. You got a 4 tile in a recent game? It happened, just really rare. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've actually never seen it. Dev, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, Dev. Thanks for all the content. Scott, you put another 500 hours in, counting. Thank you, Dev. All right. Can't you sleep with your dog all the time? Don't tell Bill Murray. Bill Murray. Don't tell Bill Murray. Murray? Murray. Ruined by temperature. See? And I should have left that up. It was too scary though at the time. Now I don't know if we'll ever get another one. Body Purist. Ugh. Ew. Hate Body Purist. Just hate it, hate it, hate it. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of these finally. Future oil deposits count towards wealth once they are discovered? No, they do not. Well, that's because I'm not making them into god pawns. They're just completely vat children. Yeah. If I raised them, they would have turned out excellent, but I just needed some fast soldiers. Advise a body part or organ. That might be a mod thing. Yeah. I don't know otherwise what you're talking about, MIDI. Trying out the multiplayer mod? Maybe someday, but no time soon. You never take body purist? Yeah. Any kind of body replacement, they get unhappy. So like if they are missing a leg and you give them a bionic leg, they'll actually be upset by it. You got to leave them with the missing leg if you don't want. Yeah, it must be from a mod. Yep. What you're talking about there. Pollution clearance, 643 waste packs. What's the next run challenge? I think I'm going to do another melee run. It won't be as hard as this one, but I haven't done one in a very long time. Just get some prisoners for body parts. You cannot harvest a leg in the base game. Of course, I can't have prisoners either way, but no, you can't. Yeah, in the base game, you can't harvest a leg and put it in someone or on someone else. Visitors. Yeah, even a peg leg. Yeah. Anything. They have their jaw blown off. You give them dentures, they get unhappy. With ideology, you can regrow their body parts now. Yep, in a biocycle. There's also an opinion. Yep. Still can't believe it's first try. I know, it's insane. It's been absolutely nuts. Pawn count? If we don't count the VAT people, we're at 28. The people in the VATs, we got 5 in VATs. So we're back up to our previous pawn count, basically. That died. Exchip isn't replacing anything. Can a body purist be a mechanitor? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I've not put those two together to see how it works out yet. Another Masterwork assault rifle. Wow. Guys, we almost have Masterwork or Legendary on everyone. Our firepower is going to be so nuts. Absolutely crazy. Quality of a structure or object, is it just the relevant skill, or does manipulation and sight? It's the skill. It's skill plus, and then other things like inspiration, obviously, but no. It's the skill of the person that finishes it. So like if you have someone that's a level 1 construction person build 99% of a bed, and you have someone come in with a 20 construction and finish it, it will take their skill. So how's it still going? Does it rain affect hydroponics? It does not. No, it affects sun lamp, but not hydroponics. It's a common misconception for some reason. I think it's because people get this event from their sun lamps. The sun lamp shorts out, and they think the same for the hydroponics, but no. Nope. Nope. Don't have to worry about it. All right. Switch over to more and more hydroponics. We still got a little bit of power going there. Should probably start trying to get the best beds we can as well. Bit weird if some wasters splashing. Screw the hydroponics. Bad planter will be causing events in. Why don't I make marine armor? Because one of the major things about this entire run that allows us to do it is kiting. Marine armor has a speed debuff. So I need to be able to outrun enemies. If we got cataphract research, I would probably go to cataphract armor and just stand our ground against a lot of things because cataphract is just so stupidly good. But yeah, that's why marine armor and cataphract slow you down. Marine armor slows you down 0.4 and cataphract 0.8, I believe. Recon armor doesn't slow you, but recon armor is worse than this. Recon armor would be worse defensively. So, no. If tough took 25% reduced damage to 50%, would it still be your #1 trait? It would probably still be up there, yeah. Jump hacks on everyone would be pretty awesome. Well, on some people. I need low shields on some people still and shield belts, but... Recon doesn't have a effect on speed, but in general, recon is usually worse, depending on quality, than flak vest, duster, and button-down shirt. Oddly enough. No shipbuilding yet? No, I'm not gonna rush this run and end up losing it with us being so well off and so far along. So no ship launch yet. I mean, it was just like what, 2 streams ago when we lost 11 of our best people, when a lot of people were like, can you even lose at this point? And then we almost lost. So no, I'm not definitely not gonna rush it with this one. I mean, we just now got to year 6. I might lose their mate. They may abandon your colony on the spot. I haven't had that happen, no. I liked Against the Storm. I only played it for a few hours on stream. I think maybe like 3 hours, but I did like it. It was a really chill. I actually talked about it in one of the most recent Dwarf edited episodes. It was a fun, chill base builder game. Is there a way to use dye in the base game? If you're asking if this is a mod, it's not a mod, but yeah, the dye was added with ideologies. So if you mean just like completely vanilla, you don't have any DLCs, then you can get a mod for it. But I'm not using a mod for dye, but you can. Yeah, Doug. You don't even get hours on the bot or something. I'm already at raid cap, yep. Another masterwork rifle. This weapon is engraved with an image of Evident defeating Lumine with an assault rifle with great heroism. Evident seems satisfied. You know what, Evident, you can have this one. Wait, don't you already have a legendary? No, he doesn't. All right, that one's yours. About attacking royalty? Gotcha, yeah. So you can get a mod or you can get ideology for it. Give me another one. 2 of them, yeah. That'd be awesome. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, this is going to be nuts. We're going to have so many scans. We'll have infinite resources, then we can do whatever we want. So like catching up on the old series, just finished the melee only run. Oh man, yeah, craziest ship launch of all time. Do you like the title on that one? Did the title fool you at first? Easiest ship launch of all time. The whole run is insane. Yeah, melee run is the most insane run I've ever done. Both from like a gameplay perspective, but also a story perspective. how to manage to get this perfect map. You can use it too. It's just a map seed. Exclamation seed. Marine armor, not worth it. Marine armor is better than what I'm wearing defensively, but marine armor has a -0.4 to speed. And one of the main reasons that I'm still alive is because I can kite things. That's actually the only reason I'm alive. Like, that is the main defensive thing that I have to do on this run is kite things. So if I get things like marine armor that are slowing me down, then I won't be able to kite as effectively, and then we might just die. So marine armor is good. It's more defensively strong than what I'm wearing, but it's going to slow us down. Yeah, now maybe after we get like all of our legs replaced or something, but you're kind of hyped for the Xeno journey. Yeah, it's going to be a Xeno gene version of the melee only run. It's going to be night and day different from the other one. We're even going to go high wealth in it. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to have like 12 people decked out in like marine armor and like mono swords or something, and the long jump gene jumping into the middle of a raid pack and seeing what they do. This is a vampire. Vampires can't die. Oh, is the ostrich? Is that ostrich defecating on him? Anyway, his clothing is destroyed. Vampires can't die unless their brain gets destroyed. So he has everything destroyed but his brain. So he's just gonna lay there forever. Like the docks, the mech things on them. Yeah. You get a bionic leg and you get a bionic leg. Thanks, Oprah. Let's go ahead, Froggy. Poor guy. I tried killing him, but we didn't get lucky and hit his brain, so I left. It was just wasting time.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I'll be on tonight. Yep. Came down with a virus, shall not be named. Man, Pineapple. Sorry to hear. Hopefully you recover through it quickly. But yeah, I will be on tonight. Chuck a Molotov on him. We could do that, yeah. Or you just leave him there. It's a nice fixture. Be like Space Marines from Warhammer 40k, yeah. Sorry, we tried to kill you. It just didn't work, so we just went back home. Maybe we'll try again someday. Matt, if you're still fairly early game, is it worth making flak helmets or something with it? Flak helmets are a decent improvement over simple helmets, but they are also quite a bit more wealth. So you can do that if you want, just maybe don't overmine the uranium. Uranium is also a decent material to use at the end of your kill box, if you're using a kill box, because it has higher HP than every other wall aside from plasteel. So you could also make a little bit of your kill box out of uranium if you really wanted to, but just be aware that it is going to cause more wealth. That may or may not be a concern with your playstyle and difficulty. An engraving on the weapon illustrates "Stay behind me," closing his eyes and glowing softly. He is surrounded by 6 zebra. A teak tree to the right of the main scene conveys the emotions of brotherhood. That's pretty cool too. I gotta give that to "Stay behind me." I like that one. He's closing his eyes, he's glowing, and his pack of zebra brethren are around him. There's even a teak tree. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, "Stay behind me." That's yours. Brotherhood. Oh my god, every single person that can shoot now has a masterwork. Chaos Gate, Demon Hunters, I have not tried it yet. Don't talk to the vampire head sign nearby. Masterwork, plasteel, flak helmet are better than good cataphracts. Not as much coverage though, yeah. Someone throw that in the AI art generator. Yeah, someone did that to one of the cool artworks from last week and it turned out pretty awesome. How did I get so many people? Mainly ideology, I'll show you. Ideology and biotech and babies. Here we go. The great festival has begun. gonna decorate the house family for the holidays. Have fun. Chaotic Lucifer. Chaotic Lucifer going and decorating with his family. Oh, boring. Hey, you're supposed to show them about the joint events. You mostly blame me when you don't do bonus stream. Girls come over and you get the coronavirus. Sorry, Pineapple. I'll try to stream more often. Boring again. Oh, we're getting really unlucky. Wow. Now there's a friggin' social fight going on during. Sassy insulted Ev's class. Come on, this one's gotta be exciting. Best clothing by layers. I don't have one of those yet. No, it's on the list. You got the Deathless gene from a trader. How good is it? Should you use it? Deathless is extremely good because it means they literally can't die unless their brain's destroyed. It is an Archite gene though. Recommend to someone who would like to up a challenge a bit. So you're asking as which one you should try yourself or which one you should watch? What is going on? We're getting so unlucky. It's actually crazy bad luck. Try yourself. I actually really, if you don't already play this way, well, first off, if you are not already doing losing is fun or 500%, you could always try those. But if you've already done that kind of stuff and you're trying to go to the next level, the no kill box run was actually a lot of fun, and I had to do on 500%. I did 500% no kill box. It was a lot of fun. I had to figure out how to do a lot of things differently than normal. So I would say if you're trying to develop a challenge for yourself to do, look at things that are going to make you have to relearn the game and play in a different way, right? Like this one, I'm having to play in a different way. There's been a lot of specifics in this run that I've had to do that are very, very different than how I normally play. And so, yeah, look at your normal play style and try to either restrict yourself from certain ways that or things that you use, or try to force yourself to add things that you don't normally use. That can be anything from, all right, I'm only going to use close range weapons this game, or I'm only going to use heavy weapons. I'm only going to use sniper rifles, you know. I'm only going to use great bows. It can apply to almost anything.
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Challenging you would be to turn bugs on. Anubis, leaving the 4 months. Thank you, Anubis. Crazy how long kept it going so far. Yeah, it's been crazy. Homemade meats. That's it for the 3 months. Thank you, meat. Thank you, Anubis. Homemade meats. Homemade meat. Only use orbital bombardments. That's the challenge, all right. Oh, you did the stay behind me artwork? Yeah, TDH, thank you. I'm gonna check that one out. Did it turn out as cool as the riding the bird artwork turned out, or not quite? Yeah, I can't wait to look at that one. Won't be from a massive raid with the social infighting from failed drum parties. Yeah, maybe. That really sucks. God, what the crap. That's the worst luck we've had in the entire run with festivals. Major break risk. Let's try again. What's the most dangerous type of raid or event you can have with this setup? There's 2 of them. And oddly enough, one of them is manhunters. Like, manhunting elephants could kill the run. Like, honestly. So manhunters and then explosive pirates. Hey, a fun one. How bad is terrain affordance in rainforest? There's a lot of muddy soil in rainforest, and tropical tiles in general. You usually have enough space for a base. You might have to lay out your base a little bit differently. Rainforest does have quite a bit of muddy soil, though. The nice thing, though, is if you dry out the muddy soil, it becomes rich soil in most cases. Yeah, like big animal manhunter attacks, like polar bears, elephants, things like that would be scary. Anything smaller than that, we'd probably be fine now. Thermosity times right now? Yeah, yes. find learned in this run anything new that will be useful in more classic runs? Not really, honestly. I had to play different, but I don't think I've really learned much from this run that will help outside of this run, I should say. The perfectly timed Manhunter dog pack. Yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, manhunting tortoise would be excellent. God stream tonight? Yeah, yep. I have a bounty at 3 p.m. and then I'll be on for God of War at 6:30. Is Penoxyllin worth it? Oh my god, we got 4 borings and 1 fun. Ooh, that sucks. So is Penoxyllin worth it in a temperate forest? My problem with Penoxyllin, like, sure, if it's just an extra thing you can get, if you can buy it, you know, if you're already getting Nutrimine or whatever, if you can afford it, sure, it's going to block some diseases every year. But generally, when you can make your own Penoxyllin, you probably already have a decent doctor. You probably are around the point of maybe hospital beds or at least a clean room. You probably have medicine and stuff like that, right? So it's going to help to make it so people aren't going to be down for a long time with the disease. But you're probably already not going to have an issue saving someone's life. So the short of that is Penoxyllin is worth it even on those type of maps to prevent people being down for a long time and not working. But as far as saving their lives, it can happen, of course, but it usually isn't needed. Yes, I finished Super Tournament. You're only watching the finals? Didn't know they were putting them up on YouTube? Yeah, I watched all of it. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about it because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Don't want to spoil anything for you. I played Elden Ring blindly on stream when it first came out. Yep. I haven't uploaded it yet. I have all the VODs, though. You're on Game 3 of the finals? Okay. Yeah, let me know when you're done with it. And maybe we'll talk about it later tonight. Some pillow talk? No. Yeah, we're actually not really able to make beer anymore because the temperature thing is gone. So the beer's just getting ruined immediately. Really sucks. Really sucks. Pillow talk after hours. After hours. Mood's still in decent shape even after all those boring festivals. Oh my god, we are scanning so much. We have 11 ground penetrating scanners. I'm not sure I've ever had that many. Let's look at the map. Look at this, man. Yeah, I destroyed the climate adjuster because we had a what was it? Volcanic winter. We had a volcanic winter, and volcanic winter can last up to 40 days. And it had already lasted like 8 days or something like that. And it was starting to snow on the map. People were getting very cold. All of our food wasn't growing anymore. And so I destroyed the climate adjuster so that the climate could come up so we could actually not freeze to death and we'd have food. And then it turned out the friggin' volcanic winter only lasted like 10 days. So it really sucks. I didn't need to destroy it, but there was no way to know, right? Because volcanic winter can last 40 days. And had that lasted 40 days with the climate adjuster at -10, we would have lost. So. Is there any particular resource? You can't set these for a particular resource, but if you're asking like what I hope they find, we've had Toxic Fallout. It did not end the run. No, Toxic Fallout will not end the run. So basically, I'm just trying to find all the stuff that we need for advanced components just as close to home as possible. So like gold out here, that might be gold. Let's see. Why isn't it? Hang on. That's not gold. Surely there's some gold out here somewhere. Whatever. Well, let's just take this. This plasteel, right? We will never mine this plasteel. So it doesn't matter that it's scanned. We just literally will never mine it. It's too close to the edge, too far away. So I need things like plasteel, gold, uranium, and steel, obviously, as close to us as possible. And as you can see, we don't have nearly as many scans in here as like out here. So the more scans, the better. First naked brutality run last week. Your guy got muscle parasites on day 6. And then hunted. That is a very randy start. I don't know how many naked brutalities I've lost because, like, food poisoning day 1, hunted by Timberwolf. With Zero, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Whis.
Praise the sub.
Appreciate you using that here. Counts same as a tier 1 sub. You probably heard this somewhere. Not here, probably, but somewhere. We're actually running lower on steel than I thought we would. Faster than I thought we would, anyway. Oh, that's uranium. That's why. There's uranium overlapped there. Okay. Had a day 1 cold snap on Randy. Ouch. 3 diseases in a week on Boral Forest once. Flu, malaria, sensory mechanites. But yeah, if toxic fallout happens, I just stand under a roof for up to 11 days and we're good. That's lit enough. Blocks of automatic defenses or minefields. Well, at the moment, you mean in my run? At the moment, it doesn't matter because we're at raid cap, so we can make as much of anything as we want right now with no downside. What's my relationship with hunting? Why barely use it? It depends on the playthrough. I have no reason to hunt on this one. So if I'm playing, like if you go watch my Tundra run, I hunted quite a bit. But like, especially in this playthrough, if I hunt something, the meat is going to deteriorate before we can use it. It's just, I don't have a freezer. In normal runs, if I have meats, you know, it's going to deteriorate before I use it a lot of times because I usually don't use a freezer. But the other thing with hunting is this bug has been fixed, but until very recently, you could not zone hunting. So what would happen is if an animal wandered into the area that you were letting them hunt, an allowable area, and your person was hunting it, they would actually chase it all the way out of their allowance zone, out in the middle of nowhere, and then they could be hunted. A raid could happen. So it's partially because of safety and partially because I either am not or can't make a freezer. It's a weird way to say it, but not a whole lot to hunt on arid either. Yeah, there's really very little reason for me to hunt on this. I killed some things early game for some leather, but other than that, yeah, it's not much reason. Flash. What about training shooting? Shooting is a very easy thing to train in general, and you don't have to hunt for that. Like you don't even need raids to train it. Here, I'll show you. Let's take someone that's not. Here we go. Here's someone that's not very good at shooting, right? Smoke launcher. I can do this with no safety issue. All right, we're leveling up hunting. I mean shooting. Hunting for leather turned into clothes to sell. I'd rather just grow drugs, yeah, for selling stuff. So if you want to, I mean, you can definitely hunt, but I don't really do it because I don't really need to do it. I mean, I'll do it on runs that I need to. Like on the Tundra run, I hunted quite a bit. So during the winter, I would actually go into wildlife and I would just like put everything to hunt, and then as it came into my zone, we would hunt it. Sending a guy out to hunt squirrel all day is not the best strategy, the optimal strategy. No, usually not. Joined the Dwarf Fortress VOD. Found it very informative as someone who's also starting blind. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for watching that. Thoughts about Dwarf Fortress after the first play. It was fun. If you want to see more of my thoughts to it, though, you can check out on my second YouTube channel, Adam vs. Archives. If you go to the end of the first VOD, I take about 5 minutes and talk about how I feel about the game so far. But Can major weather events happen as the first major event like Toxic Fallout or Volcanic Winter? No. There is an initial cooldown or startup time on Toxic Fallout and Volcanic Winter. I think the first Volcanic Winter can't even happen until like one of them's like day 60 and one of them's like day 100 and something. But no, your first early events cannot be Fallout or Volcanic Winter without a mod. You might want some mods for quality of life for Dwarf Fortress. I can definitely see that, yeah. You demand death by fun. It's kind of crazy, Mage. Yeah, I'm playing it blindly, but there's a lot of things that carry over from other games. But I keep seeing things in Discord of people trying it, and they're like, man, I don't know how to survive the first winter. I just keep dying. And I was like, we had like 80 dwarves in the first winter, and we didn't have anyone die. So I don't know what. Apparently, I'm doing a lot of stuff right. Maybe by dumb luck, and maybe by some of it being from other games, you know, playing other games similar. Yeah, it's been pretty easy so far. We're almost up to 200 dwarves, which is insane. Really thought they do more compared to the vanilla experience. All right, let's load up some of this rice. Yeah, we might actually just stop trying to make beer. Almost got rid of somebody I didn't want to. Engineering community has a lot of overlap, yeah. Sometimes the game just decides to kill you, though. Yeah, so far, so good. I actually thought we were in trouble when that big army attacked towards the end of the last Dwarf Fortress stream. But we lost some doors, but we didn't lose the game. Luckily. What's the most effective drug to produce for making money? You're going to love this answer. As always, it depends. So I like making Psychite tea for money for a few reasons. Psychite tea is very early on. It only takes a stove. Like, you can just do it with a stove. And it only takes level 2 cooking. It's great for training cooking as well. So I like Psychite tea, but it is not the most efficient for material or for weight, for money, or work to money. So you're going to spend more work doing Psychite tea for how much you're getting. If you want like the big money ones, I think Yayo and Flake. It's Yayo. We're not in Scarface. Are still the best. I think for just pure profit, it actually takes more time. But for pure profit, I think it's Flake still. Yeah, proper work. Yeah. So if you're looking at, you don't care about how many people you can have doing it and you know, or whatever, and like having a bunch of drug labs and things like that, then Flake's probably your way to go. Obviously, it's harder to get to Flake, but Psychite tea is just very easy. It's very light. Basically, everyone can help cook it. Make a lot of smoke leaf. Smoke leaf is fine too, but the downside of, or I should say the positive of Psychite tea is very safe for your colony to take. So I actually don't care if everyone's taking Psychite tea all the time, if they have drug binges and take Psychite tea, because Psychite tea doesn't have like a hit on consciousness, and smoke leaf does. Consciousness is very important. Flake, most efficient material. Yayo, most efficient for time. Smoke leaf downside when you get raided. Yeah. Yeah, so I prefer Psychite tea usually for those reasons. Why are you wearing these Devil Strand pants, Italia? Did I not set up? Hang on. I never set this. That's crazy. There you go. There you go. Italia, take off your pants. So they have 5 kidneys in them. Yeah. Can't run into that. If the river freezes, you can't see stone indicates the river. You get to a frozen river and it thaws. Fun stuff happens. Sigh. Unzip. Humane leather. That's right. Humane leather is great for farming. Yeah. That's true. Only 14. Well. Wow. Excuse me. You were wearing tattered pants. All right. I'm just giving you new pants. Good for the economy. Yeah, that's right. Good for lots of things. But we sure are sucking power now with all those scanners. For science. Why so many? Most of them are not used. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 being used right now. When people have nothing else to do, everyone can go on one. So they're there as a just in case thing. There's 6 being used now, like being interchanged all the time. But one reason why they're not is because I'm still using triphasic. If I switch to biphasic, we'd suddenly be using all of them. But right now it's there because every time someone was idle, I put down another one, basically. No reason not to. Like, why not? Let's see. Inscribing your name on... Oh, wait. Answer. Inscribing your name on a ground penetrating scanner while wiping the sweat. There you go. For arts. You're unsure how to even start. Any advice would be awesome on a cold biome. So you can go a couple routes. If you mean a cold biome, like let's say a 2060 like boreal forest, just make sure you start in the summer. You can choose when you start on your advanced settings on the world screen, so you have a little bit of leeway. But the main thing is overplant like your rice and stuff early if you're on a map that can grow, and try to get a a stockpile of it for the winter. And you can even take advantage of one of the little rooms that already exists for your first season or season's first winter. But one of the big things is, speaking of hunting, is you're probably going to need to hunt during the first winter at least. And one easy way to do that is you can actually put a single tile zone for like raw food outside somewhere. And then as the animals come to it, like the animals on the map are going to come there because everything's dying. They can't graze anymore. And then you can just go out there and shoot the animals that come in to eat. That kind of thing is illegal in real life, but not in RimWorld. There's no legality or morality in RimWorld. So you can put some food out there. When the animals come in to eat, you just kill them. And then you can make a room for your meat. Since the room's going to be cold anyway, you don't need any coolers or anything like that. You can just store the meat for the winter in just a little room. Takes food to make food. But, so one of the things I did when I did the Tundra run, it's up on YouTube, I think, is I made it so that like we had a zone that we could go to that was only like this big, and I went in here, and every animal that wouldn't fight back, I would keep coming in here every so often, and I would do this to all of them, and then I would put everyone on like a level 1 for hunting, so turn hunting to 1, and then I'd put that little bait outside and just let the animals come in, and then my people would go out and hunt them as soon as they got there. And it was basically automated that way, aside from I'd have to go in here every now and then and choose this. Like baited hunting, I think so. Something like that. You have idle colonists this first time in your Winston Waves run? Nice. Now you can give them... Now you can get more stuff to do, though. More scanners and stuff. All right, how are things going here? We're actually starting to work on the bionic legs. Nice. Yep, no problem. Now, that stuff changes a little bit if you're doing like the more extreme environments, you know? and if you have biotech or not. Like, let's say you're trying to do sea ice and you don't have biotech. Sometimes you can do something like start off with 5 tribals and kill 4 of them for food in the beginning and do naked brutality, but with 4 dead tribals for your starting food. Or you can like travel to a different map immediately, or yeah, there's things you can do. You found that strategy super effective in Boreal Forest? Yeah, it works there. Dead cannibal start, yeah. Started running out of materials for traps. You just did what I said, killed them manually. Yeah, works. The never-ending oral bombardment. Yeah, that sucks. How long until these? They're 15, 16 on some of them. That's not going to be much longer until we have those out. We actually have masterwork on everyone. Wow.
Welcome
Harry,
back.
12 months.
Your steadfast
Well, that's almost a full
loyalty is
calendar year.
greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. Yeah, we might have to just... Might have to stop beer production. Stop beer production until we get another temperature device thing. At least during the summer. Let's change this over. That kind of sucks. All right, psychoid it is. I think we have some fast learners, right? Great memory on Terra. So Terra. Oh, did our fast learners mostly die? Well, I feel like they did. It's unfortunate. So Terra and Muzz. Okay. Terra on cooking. Muzz, you're already on it. Okay. All right. Taming up attack animals for automatic hunting. I've not done that. Lightning strike on your animal sleeping spot cause a chain reaction to your boogaloo calves. Ouch. Might have to roof that area. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just make more Psych 8C. I guess. Huge construction. Well, can't do that one. How far behind is YouTube currently? It's pretty far behind. Dwarf Run probably ended about 4 weeks ago, unfortunately. Well, like, you know, I'm building walls. Would you say it's freeing? No, not at all. Crap, man. All these dug too deep infestations. Stupid bugs. Warg on a tribal start. Periodically go out and murder an emu. Then butcher. Yeah, so there's a trick to that as well. So I don't really need to do it in this run, but I'll tell you how to do it. And I think I do it in a lot of my early runs, especially naked brutality. So every now and then, what you want to do, like, have your butcher table set up to butcher a creature, right? And whoever your cook is, so in this case, let's go with Roy. So with Roy here, we go into the schedule every now and then, and we put Roy on unrestricted, so he can go anywhere on the map. And then go into orders. You don't need a mod for this. Right click on allow and click unforbid all items. More likely than not, somewhere on the map, a predator has hunted something and didn't eat it all. And so when you unforbid, it unforbids all those corpses. And then you take your cook and you right click on your butcher table, and he will automatically go out to wherever they are and bring them all the way in. You have to be careful because it could be at the edge of the map somewhere, but you don't have to go find them. He will literally just go find it himself. So basically make it so your cook can go anywhere on the map temporarily, unforbid everything on the map every now and then right click on the butcher table, and then you can see if there's some kind of remains that he can go cook. Very handy early on, especially on Naked Brutality. Very handy if you're getting low on food and stuff like that. So you get that some opportune scavenging going on. No, you can't cool or heat anything without a room. No. Yeah, because everything is considered outside. Outside's temperature stabilizes instantly. Yeah. So even having someone stand next to a heater doesn't warm them. You can literally have someone dying of frostbite and surround them with 9 heaters, and they'll just lay there and freeze to death. Yeah, panthers shouldn't get hunted, yeah, unless you have a mod that's messing with it. No patio heaters, no. Pressing home in your setup. So I don't know why it's like this. I wish there's a mod for this, but for anyone that doesn't know, you can shift click to set everyone at home or shift right click to set everyone unrestricted, but you can't do it for custom made zones for whatever reason. There's a mod called area heat or something like that that allows for it. There's a mod for that. That wire hunts other predators. Yeah, but if you have a predator pet, it shouldn't be hunted by other predators. Oh, the home key on the keyboard. My bad. I thought you were talking about in that menu, clicking the home thing. That was a mod for that. The home key thing is part of a mod, you think? All right. Unforbid all is part of the base game. Yeah, but home key is part of the mod. Oh, the allow tool mod probably. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so a lot of the allow all things are in the base game now. The right click. It's allow tool that adds that hotkey. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not using that. Fat Children will be out soon. We'll be at 33 pawns. Not a lot of attacks today, huh? How many have we had? 2? 2 or 3? It's 2 or 3. I believe that's right. Oh god, manhunters. Okay, what is it? It's cougars. Okay. That's a 74. And it's rainy. So I don't have time to take go juice really. Natalia, do you have any go juice on you? Because the take from inventory is still broken. Who has go juice in their inventory there? Give it to Talia. Talia, inject the go juice. Good luck. Here we go. Thankfully it wasn't friggin' elephants or something. Okay, just Italia mainly. Ugh. Dead in 6 hours. Okay. Jim! I miss Jim! Fox, get a Jim. Sorry, Jim. I only saw Italia when we were messing with those. Okay, go back. Bossy. It's into yourself. Okay. Jim. Okay, let's take him out of this toxic bullcrap. All right. Drugs enabled in. Yes, but it's a known bug right now that you can't take it from inventory. They've already fixed it on the beta branch or whatever you want to call it, the unstable branch. Yeah, I have them literally assigned to be able to take everything. Yeah. Is that perimeter a ditch? No, this is barricades. It's like sandbags, basically. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad with cougars. Luckily, it wasn't elephants. So Bossy is good. Jim is good. Talia is good. All right. Worst thing is centipedes. Centipedes are what I'm hoping for. Centipedes are one of the easiest raids for this kind of playthrough, at least. Yeah, we can just kite centipedes all day long. I would rather have 25 centipedes attack me right now than 50 pirates. Honestly. I really would. They get up soon. Yeah, I'm planning on, after we don't need quite as much electricity, to get more turrets down to hold aggro. Pirates are the worst. Yeah, explosive pirates. Yeah. Tribals I would take as well right now. How effective had the slug turrets been? I mainly put them there to like deal with pikemen and pull pikemen over here, but we haven't been attacked from the side since I put them up, so they haven't really made any difference so far. Not really. Infection, okay. We might as well just go ahead and breach health. Should be fine now. Stay behind me, needs guard. Okay. You guys want to do some channel point wagering? I know you do. I know you do. Does saving and reloading fix the bug where your colonists won't shoot insects? It can sometimes fix it temporarily. Yeah. And one of mine it didn't, and I had to manually target all of them. You disabled enable manufacture category and food, and it fixed it on live for you. I'll check. But only ambrosia and beer are in there. Right? No, I didn't change anything. Goju still can't be taken from inventory. Ability to create selectable groups like in most RTS. Yeah, there are things like that, like defensive positions. It was already enabled. All right, I'll do it again. So wait, disabling and then re-enabling made it pop up? So that must be the bug? That's weird. Because Gojuice isn't even listed in there at all. Hey, it fixes the bug. So if anyone's having the same bug, disable and then re-enable, apparently. Yeah, thank you. So now I don't have to do the unstable branch. That's going to be fixed in the next whatever patch, but it's good to know that you can just you can fix it. I wonder if I have to do that after every reload. Oh, that's going to help so much, actually. Nice. So now I can go back to having everyone have tea juice. There we go. Defensive positions. Yeah, there might be other ones too. What bug? In one of the most recent patches, they made it on accident that you couldn't take things like Gojuice from inventory. You could still do like beer and stuff like that, but the harder drugs no longer had the little like bowl icon or whatever to take from inventory. And so it's on the unstable branch right now that's fixed. But if you don't want to switch over to unstable, apparently you can just disable manufactured and then re-enable and it fixes it. Okay, I think he should be fine too. Should be fine. All right. You guys want to get some wagering in? Let's do it. I'm not going to tell you what Kin's experiences or anything. Not giving you any of this. We don't have an altar this time either. All right. So, if you'd like to wager your channel points, you will be able to do so. We're going to play America's hottest new game show called Where's That Scar? There's going to be 3 options. If you don't see it pop up, then you're going to have to click on silver down below your chat. And then you can wager. You can click on what you think it'll be, and then you can click on your points to wager. So you're going to be able to wager if it's going to be on the left side, if it's going to actually say left so-and-so, right side, or middle/other. So it might say left eye, right eye, or it might say chest, you know, whatever. All right. It's coming up now. You're going to have a minute. There you go. The wagering has begun. Man, the 3-option wager is very risky. So you're wagering where you think the scar, this ritual scar, is going to appear on the body. It's going to dictate left, dictate right, or not dictate anything, any direction. What a wager to come back to. Hey, you guys chill out. Bubblefish insulted Ev's brother's muscles. Dwarf Fortress, you think it's possible to build your base in the air? Yes. Some tower is a base. Yeah, you might end up being called something terrible, something disgusting like a human or an elf. But yeah, you can do it. I think you can do it. So I think you can build above ground castle type things, but is that very dwarf-like? All right, the wager has finished. Wow, it's actually split pretty much dead even. Here we go. Here we go. Ew, humans. All right, they're all lining up. Kin's preaching here. He's offered thoughts on the warmth of blood, the meaning of the scar, about love and pain. He's talking about, oh, he broke into a chant. He's describing the blades and he's describing the flesh. He offered thoughts on the meaning of the scar once again. He explained the symbolizing of pain and the warmth of blood once more. All right, here we go. Here we go. Left leg. Left leg. All right. The left side voters have it. Ever play Kinshi? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. People have asked me, though. All right. I'm ruined. I'm financially ruined. I'll never recover. All right. Nice. Left side people have it. There you go. It's nowhere near as many channel points that were lost as the last week, though. We had one where there's 1,000,000 points. 1,000,000 points. This one was only 200,000. You're down 30,000 from betting on scars. Easy money. What will I tell my wife and kids? They wanted a custom command for Christmas. Little Timmy was looking forward to being in the RimWorld naming queue, and now I have no points. You're 50,000 off from the VIP redeem. Ooh. Poor Timmy. He'll never have a RimWorld pawn. Never. You should quit while you're ahead. You're up 1.9k. Oh my god. Now Robin. He shouldn't care. He doesn't have any lungs. You can't give lung rot to something without lungs. So he's fine. It's fine. You haven't gambled since you won like that 100,000 bet. Yeah, man. Stop while you're ahead. That's what I'd say too. Hashtag rigged. What happened to that guy? He's a vampire. So vampires can only die from biotech. Sanguiphage for biotech. If their brain is destroyed. So he attacked us. We destroyed everything but his brain. And we've left him there for a few years. Yeah. I was going to say he'll be fine. Obviously he won't be fine. But it's his own stupid fault. For being a sanguiphage. That'll teach him to have the genes he was probably born with. That's rude. No one's born a sanguiphage. Come on. But yeah, vampires can't die unless their brain's destroyed. So a funny kind of thing about that, believe it or not, it's kind of funny. Back when 1.4's patch notes came out before, and they actually came out, some of them, before biotech stuff was announced, there was a change to Luciferium in the like tiny notes, right? And the change to Luciferium was now if you don't get Luciferium every 6.66 days, instead of just flat out going crazy and dying, it destroys the brain. And Smurf and I and other people are like, wait, that's a weird change. Why did they make it so Luciferium, if it's not taken, destroy the brain? Ah, that's why. Because this sanguiphage. A sanguiphage on Luciferium would just be... would only need to take one and never take it again, and they would be just super overpowered. But you know, werewolves can beat vampires. Painless persona weapons went from dangerous to use now because vampires can't die. Is heat armor effective versus the Tesseron beam? Doesn't feel much different with Phoenix armor. I don't know. I've actually not tested against their beam. We fought some of them, but I haven't done any like real tests. You remember talking to Smurf about that? And he was like, that's why. Yeah. It was like this big reveal, like, oh, right. Okay. Sanguiphage brains, right? All right, we got some legs coming in now. Nice, nice. We need to start mining that gold finally. How many miners do we have? There we go. Italia loose and body parts. Let's see. She's been missing her eye for a long time, but it hasn't been a priority because she's melee only and she just kites things, so. Sorry, Italia. Resurrection Psychosis, or whatever it's called, would they not die if you make them into a single phage? I don't think they would, no, because I don't think Resurrection Psychosis destroys the brain. I have a pair of vampires that got married, upgrading them with bionics. Getting social fights, people get hurt. Yeah, I imagine. That could be dangerous. Sounds like it could be dangerous. Loss of the second toe. It slows them down a little bit, yeah. Yeah. It does somewhat. Is Hemogen farming still awesome medical XP? No, I mean, it's still fine because it's passive, but it's not like it was. No, they already changed it. They changed it to not require medicine, and it's not really, it doesn't seem to really be considered like a surgery anymore as far as like the XP they get from it and whatnot. Well, I mean, it's still good like passive medical training, but it's not like 3,000 experience every bag now or something, you know? Yeah, they changed that. It's fun while it lasted, though. Let's color these a little bit different, actually, so I can spot them easily. I still think this should be an automatable thing in the base game. But it is not yet. Pawn would be ideal for a mech link. So the big thing with the mech linked pawn is crafting is important. So most of the mech stuff is considered smithing. And so you want someone that can be good at smithing, which is under crafting. So there's some other things, and there's some definitely, it depends there. But I would definitely say make your mechanitors into, or make people that are good at crafting. Or if you're doing like a mechanitor start, definitely choose a starting pawn that's good at crafting. That's one of the big ones. And there's some other things there, but crafting is an important one. Repairing your mechs is crafting. Gestation is crafting, like, or smithing, which is under crafting. So crafting is an important stat from the mechanitor. Hard to tell where the water ends and the concrete begins sometimes. Double passion crafting made them into production specialists. Too deep into the crafting of it yet. What is this apparel color code? I don't know which one it is. What do you even call? Yeah, it's set in my ideology color, so I'm not sure. Not sure. Mechanitor is that high, mate. Masterwork sculpture. All right, we got some bionic legs. Oh, right, I was gonna do some bionic arms first. Oh well. Oh well. All right, let's start with Bossy, I suppose. First off, let's go in here and change. I want to make sure that only Fox is doing those. Okay, Bossy. Install bionic leg. Left leg. I think that's the masterwork bed. No, it's not. There it is. All right, Fox. Let's get it. Let's get it going here. Hey, a success. A success. All right, Sal, let's do that to you as well. Bionic leg, left leg. There's another masterwork. Fox, let's do it again. Not a great place to cloud watch there, Bella. They're just laying on the concrete pathing where everyone's walking over the top of them. All right, got some bionic legs in now. Very good. Do we have more than 4 crafters these days? Not really. Not really. Bella, production commands. Also, we really appreciated the craftsmanship that went into your yeah, your artist in a hospital bed. That's right. Wow, look at this thing. It has artwork on it. Is that 49 dentists looking at a sunset? Wow, this conveys the emotions of pain somehow. Let's see. So the gold is getting gobbled up here. There we go. These bionic legs on for the kiting. And I think we're going to probably start working towards ship stuff. Ship stuff. Where am I going to place the ship? Am I able to capture prisoners? I am not. Nope. I can't have a prisoner because I can't have rooms. Can't have a prison. Sheep stuff? No, ship. Ship stuff. Where am I going to put this ship stuff? Just sheep things. How much better doing on a 5% colony with no walls or no runs? I'm actually really surprised by it as well, honestly. I really thought it was going to go differently. And it might still. Like, we did almost lose the run 2 streams ago. It was pretty close. Play nomadic with less people? Yeah, I'm sure you could, yeah. And then anytime a really scary event comes in, you just like head out. Oh crap, there's 50 man-hunting elephants. Let's go live somewhere else. Psychic Soothe, nice. Legendary. Ty ran and grabbed it. How come there's no disease? There is disease. We had a lot of disease in this run, but that's one of the reasons I chose arid shrubland. Arid shrubland has a lower disease chance than temperate forest. So we have 100% had diseases. What a finals. Yeah. I really didn't want the finals to be a mirror match, but yeah. Good match though. Didn't expect the ending. No, I didn't expect the ending either. You know what I'm really... All right. Are you going to end up watching the semifinals, Tet? I think you said you skipped them, right? Oh, a gold meteorite. All right. Here's what I'm really disappointed in. So Björn was doing really awesome. He looked like when he was winning championships. Like he destroyed Solar, you know? Or whatever. Whatever. He destroyed the point. And then, for whatever reason, in the game deciding match, he went 3 barracks Reaper inside his base. And then when the initial Reaper thing failed, which is often the case, he kept making Reapers with medevacs. He went up to like almost 20 Reapers and like 2 medevacs. And it just got held by like 4 queens or something. And that's why you don't keep making Reapers. And he knows that. It was very bizarre. It's like, what? Why are you doing this? Like, it was... Even like Tasteless and State were like, what's going on? This is why you don't keep doing that. But when the initial like couple of Reapers did their normal damage and didn't find anything extra, instead of putting on like add-ons onto the barracks and going into a standard run, which he could have been fine doing, he was not behind, he was even. He just pumped out like 20 Reapers, and it was like... And Solar was already on like 3 bases at that time because it was also a map with an easy pocket base. Like it was annoying because Björn's like my favorite player, you know? And maybe like his wrists were screwing up or something. He's like, all right, I need a quick game because my wrists are killing me, but you'll never expect me to do the completely wrong thing. Yeah, it was really frustrating. Also, Solar got a build order win in one of the games. He did a proxy hatchery and Björn didn't scout it, so that also sucked. So, there's some match fixing going on in the World Cup. Yeah, I don't think this is match fixing, although there's been match fixing in StarCraft before, actually. There's the whole Savior scandal back in the Brood War days, but... Yeah, might be losing his mind. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird, man. Like, I thought he had a chance to at least make it to the finals. He beat Maru, for God's sake. And then he was beating Solar, and then he's just like, let me just do this thing that doesn't work. What am I talking about? I am talking about StarCraft 2 tournament. The final GSL tournament of the year. Hey, the VAT children. The VAT children. All right. Let's get them some names. See how they turned out. VAT babies. So we just wanted them for soldiers. That's all we really cared about, and that's all they're good at. Okay. All right, VAT baby, grab your gun. Oh, right. I forgot that VAT baby went in with the flu and then came out with the flu. All right, let's get some names here. Okay. All right, who are the VAT children? The VAT-raised soldiers. I got around to watching some of the ESL semi-finals last night. Yeah, ESL is pretty good too. VAT maybe still get the growth moments. They do, but you don't get to select because they only get one option. All right. This VAT baby is Gallimer. Next. Yeah, I know. A lot of people watch Artosis for the fact that he rages and gets mad all the time, but I don't watch him anymore because of it. I'd much rather go and hang out and chill with Tasteless while he's playing, even though he's not as good at Brood War. Oh, don't tell me the queue's already screwing up. I mean, you guys saw me reconnect to the API at the beginning of the stream. Diseases don't progress well in a vat. They do not. Yeah, it's not pulling. Oh, Christ. All right, I gotta do it manually. Okay. Like calm Artosis, but Salt Artosis is really annoying. Yeah, but he's getting paid like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to act that way, so he has no incentive to stop. All right, here we go. All right, unorthodox eyes. Okay, welcome in. E3, welcome in. Lardine. And Toll House. There you go. There's the vat, baby. He's completely grown up. Come on, Twitch. Players are unfair matching. It's never about him getting better. No. What do I think about Diablo 4? So Diablo 4 to me seems like it's just going to be another one of these Blizzard things, right? It's unfortunate. I actually liked Diablo 3 overall. My wife and I played it together quite a bit. But after seeing that it's going to have these stupid pricing schemes and inflated pricing schemes, and it's also going to have battle passes and things like that, it doesn't give me much hope for it, honestly. I don't mind like cosmetic microtransactions, but man, oh man. One of the things is if you pre-order it, it's $70, and then if you want to play it 4 days before the official launch, it's like $90. It's like, what? I don't know. The gameplay looks fine, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's go on. Chandler, welcome in. I'm actually gonna put tailoring to 1 on them temporarily. Never saw any gameplay. The gameplay looks fine. It's nothing like... Gameplay looks better than Diablo 3. It's not as like bright colors and stuff, but I have no hope for it. Those are done for you. Then I'll probably at least play through the story with my wife, and hopefully that is fun. But after that, we'll see. It's like Diablo. Yeah, that's the thing. My wife and I will play through the story together, but I'm not pre-ordering it. Hoping that Microsoft acquiring them would do something about it. Yeah. You're in the last beta, it felt pretty good. Ton of stuff that'll affect games actually fun or not. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I always think it really sucks, man, to see like it's not just Blizzard. There's a lot of companies, but there's these like defining nostalgic games of my life, right? And a lot of those, it really sucks to see them like gobbled up and steered into just absolute bullcrap over the years, you know? Sucks. But on the good side of things, there are a lot of good game companies and a lot of good games and a lot of places that care. Obviously, they want to make money. They're still businesses that actually care about their games and about the players and stuff like that. There's more of that out today than ever. So as much as it pains me that things like Diablo might end up being crap, if it is, It'll be sad, but I have an infinite amount of other good stuff to play. So, this is what it is. StarCraft 3 Battle Pass microtransactions. StarCraft 3 had, or StarCraft 2 had some of those, but they went to funding tournaments, kind of like how Dota did. So like StarCraft 2 would have like skin pack. It's like, all right, most of the money from the skin pack is going to go to the next world tournament thing, which is I kind of like that. That's kind of a cool thing, but yeah. This man games. Deep Rock makes you appreciate great developers. Don't bother with games that are predatory towards their own players. Yeah. That's like, yeah, that's what I've been saying for a while. It's like, there's just so many things now. There's so many good things to play and buy. It's like, I definitely don't feel forced into like playing Diablo 4, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of interesting. I saw the clip of Elden Ring getting the Game of the Year. I mean, of course, I knew it was going to. I have some opinions about that too, but I really don't care about awards. But it really felt like his tone was like, oh, Elden Ring, yeah, that was all right, but it kind of sucks in comparison to what I feel like I want to put out next or something, you know? It's always funny watching him do those interviews. What's with all the gold all of a sudden? What? Yeah, one of the really annoying things with the Diablo 4 thing is I know it's gonna be always online, all of it, which is, I hate that so much. I hate that in those kind of games so much. Like, one of the main things about Diablo that I like playing with my wife, you know, just like chill, her and I playing through the story, farming whatever, not caring about like, you know, just playing for fun, like how games are supposed to be, right? Play for fun. And it really sucks that you can't play single player when like BattleNet is down or something, you know, like, the Diablo 4 servers are crap in the bed right now, so sorry, you can't play local co-op with your wife. Thank you for your $90 each. Suck it. Real money auction house? Yeah, I do remember that. Absolutely. I didn't spend any money on it, but I made a little bit of money on it. I think I made like 80 bucks on the real money auction house. Yeah, so I loved Elden Ring overall. I think it had some really big problems though. Elden Ring was not my game of the year, even though I loved every minute I played of it. I enjoyed, but it was not my game of the year, I would say. But yeah, awards like that are just popularity contests. It's fine. I don't care about the awards. Friend made a lot of money on it. You agree? Yeah, they're very often the targets of DDoS attacks. Yeah. I'll have to finish God of War to see if that would end up being my game of the year. You seen a movie like that, playing a local co-op with your wife? Wow, Randy sure has chilled out this last couple hours. He's just letting us build up. He's ready for ship launch also. All right, more legs, more legs. Table was next. Looks like their left leg. And then Zidian already has one. Answer already has one. Stay behind me has one. Bad Attack already has one. Okay. There we go, 2 more. I like Dwarf Fortress so far, yeah. I don't think I will like Dwarf Fortress as much as RimWorld in the long run, but I did like it.
Welcome back. Your steadfast
Al Pacino looking old. He is old, man.
Appreciated.
Actually, last night, while I was not feeling well and I was eating, I watched a short documentary about, like... So, again, to go into this and get this, like, nostalgia. Back in my day, I watched this documentary about the making of, like, Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart. And it was really a refreshing thing. And there's still developers like that. But it was a really refreshing thing to see these old clips and stuff like that about how much these people like cared about the game that they were making, and they weren't just trying to get something out and trying to, you know, make money on the hype of Nintendo and Mario at the time and stuff like that. It's from a channel called The Gaming Historian. Pretty awesome YouTube channel. But anyway, let's go on. Lloyd Primate, welcome in. Clarity, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you, Clarity. I'll put that over there. Through some tough times, changing development studios for starters. Yeah, games used to be for people to enjoy instead of trying to print money. Yeah, there's still a lot of games like that, so you know. But a lot of the big players in the industry, you know, Activision, EA, etc. Yeah. Who cares about good games? Think about the stockholders. Still burning out all its passionate hopefuls. Well, the great thing about it is now more than ever, it is easier to be an indie. I don't mean it's easy to be a developer, but you can be successful as indie developers and indie game creators now, where that used to really not be the thing. So as much as it sucks that these big companies are gobbling up a lot of those and crapping on them, there are a lot of like awesome developers out there that are able to find their player base and find success, both money and just love for the game, without having to like completely sell out or, you know, be dictated by this upper management. You know, there's a lot of awesome, and there's some actually decent sized developers like Supergiant with Hades. Hades is freaking amazing. And Supergiant is not a super small development company anymore. I mean, it's pretty small compared to like Activision, obviously, or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of good stuff out there. So it sucks when those big IPs that you grew up with are just getting absolutely destroyed, obviously. But there's a lot of good stuff out there and a lot of good companies still, you know? Indie games and board games are like in the golden age right now. Yeah. Have been impossible just 20 years ago. Yeah. I mean, me streaming, like, holy crap. If I had been born like 20 years earlier, I'd be like some kind of professor or some crap like we were talking about earlier. Nods in Valheim. Yeah. They are like 20 something. Yeah, I wanted to say like 2025, but yeah, I don't know. You're a VAT baby. In fact, we want to see which one of these are going to become a shooting specialist. He3 is going to be a shooting specialist. Perfect. Congratulations, He3. Oh, you're the only one that ended up with 20 shooting this time. Last time we had 2 of them end up with it. EA Sports. It's in the game, yeah. On that gaming historian thing about Mario Kart, part of it played the original Sega. It's like, oh, immediate nostalgia wave. Witness me. Got a Game Gear. Sega. I think we're almost ready. PS1 also, yeah. The boot up sound, yeah. A lot more than others, which is why AAA companies can make 20 and still make enough money. What's your favorite original soundtrack song? Mario characters because they were more recognizable than generic racers with helmets. Well, what's crazy is it started out, the original Mario Kart started out as an F-Zero game. So they were like, F-Zero is friggin' awesome. Let's make a multiplayer F-Zero game. And then they found out, oh god, if we do that, we can't have the race courses be very long because we have so little memory on these friggin' cartridges. And so they started trimming and moving things. It was pretty awesome, yeah. Had to shrink it down, and then yeah, it eventually became Mario Kart. That's a really awesome video. I like that. That guy makes good stuff. I found them not super long ago, actually. Gaming Historian on YouTube. EA challenge everything at the start. Challenge everything. Sonic, yeah. All right, we're just waiting for more legs to come in. Get our allies up. Into packing games. Yeah, it's actually nuts. Yeah. Yeah, F-Zero had some really crazy games. Man, to this day, the Big Blue track from F-Zero, speaking of game music, comes to my head just randomly. I don't know why. It's just such a good track. I think it's called Big Blue, right? Or maybe that was the course. But anyway, the soundtrack for the Big Blue course. There's an F-Zero track, MK8. Food binge. That reminds me, my wife and I have had this conversation before, but the other day we had a conversation while we were eating about what the first CD album that we ever owned was. You know, first CD ever. And mine was vastly different than hers. My first CD ever that I owned myself was Killer Instinct's Killer Cuts. The black cartridge Killer Instinct that came out when for the Super Nintendo. There was a version of it that came with a CD. Killer Cuts. Pearl Jam for yours. Great Wide Open by Tom Petty. Alien Ant Farm. Cure. Yeah. Me and Ambiguous Amphibian the same person, yeah. No, not quite. Ramstein. F-Zero GX. Yeah, the F-Zero games in general are very difficult. Kate Bush. Hybrid Theory was your first one? That's a good one. Lacuna Coil. Hybrid Theory was your first one too, Germ? So my first ever CD that I owned myself was a Killer Instinct soundtrack. Hybrid Theory on repeat. 9 Inch Nails Fix for you. Clawfinger. You got 2. Hoochie's and Hootie and the Blowfish. You get Dream Chaser from F-Zero stuck in your head. 12 play. You got a t-shirt, your parents took it from you. Oh my god, I have a quick story about that too. Oh man, this is gonna sound kind of bad. So when I started buying my own CDs as a young teenager, right? One of the ones I bought was actually a Kid Rock CD. I bought a Kid Rock, you know, when Ba Wada Ba or whatever was like taking over. So I bought the CD and I brought it home and my mom heard it. And my mom, who like cussed like a sailor around me all the friggin' time, heard him saying bad words on it. And she was like, no, you're not listening to this. We're taking it back. And she made me take it back. And I was like, what? I was so confused. I was like, you say way worse than him all the time. That's not something you want to say. Apparently. Young Adam didn't realize that was not the thing to say in that moment. It's like, wait a minute. You cuss worse than Kid Rock. That's not what your mother wants to hear. So anyway, I was made to take it back. Is there a way to keep chemical interest pawns from ODing on hard drugs? Kind of. So Froggy, there's a couple things you can do. Some of those are in my traits guide. If you go to exclamation traits and you click on the timestamp that goes to chemical interest and chemical fascination, it explains it a bit. But oddly enough, it's to keep non-hard drugs in their inventory. So first you want to go to a drug policy for them. And you want to keep non-hard drugs in their inventory. And then you want to schedule that person for traits with an S. And then you want to schedule that person for very little recreation. Because believe it or not, chemical interest and chemical fascination, if they have nothing else to do, they will, and they can do recreation at the time, they'll just do drugs for recreation, including hard drugs. Makes sense, but yeah. An MCD. Open up CD and played it for your mom. Memories. Yep, no problem. There's another thing you can do. So let's say that you want to make sure that when people have a drug binge breakdown, they don't take the hard stuff. Another thing you can do, which I do sometimes, is you can go into the drug policy and make a new policy. Hang on. So make a new policy and call this HODL, not hold, HODL. Sky God, thank you. I'll get to it right after I explain this. Go to HODL, right? And then put every drug that you don't want anyone to binge on to be the most they can hold, which, you know, it's gonna be different. Whatever. Did they change the limit?
A new subscriber. Come, steal yourself. We are building.
When did they change this? This hadn't been changed in the last couple of weeks. It's only 3 now. That sucks. Anyway, you can still do this, and then you end up putting everyone else on the HODL thing to pick up and hold the drugs. It changed in 1.4? That sucks. What? Tynan, why can't I hold 15 wake up in my pocket anymore? Anyway, that doesn't work as well anymore, apparently. So just scratch that one. Pawn Scum, the legend. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Pawn Scum. All right. I need to do the bounty. I was supposed to start a minute ago. Let me do the Sky God Redemption and then the bounty. Bossy has created a masterwork assault rifle. An engraving on this weapon portrays an isolated abstract shape. There you go, Heat 3. Yeah, you can do the transport pod, yeah. I imagine that will still work, but HODL has been nerfed. Wow, that sucks. Sign in, please. All right. Let me save this for anything else happens, and then I'll do the Sky God Redemption. And I have an hour left, but it's a bounty, so if you could stick around, it will help me out a lot. Believe it or not, sticking around or leaving your name or leaving the stream on lurk or whatever for the next hour during the bounty will actually help pay for edited videos on YouTube. Just literally being a viewer number during that. So, all right, let me save and quit this. All right, Queen Curiosity. Did you already do the quote?